Well, tell us what else is going on this summer. I know you guys have a lot planned over in Parks and Leisure.
All kinds of programming available. This is our brochure, which will list those programs, but you can always go to hallcounty.org, go to our website, and we also have an online brochure which will let you know some of the events that we have, not only with our children, which people usually somehow or another associate Parks and Leisure, but we also have a lot of stuff for adults in our active generation.
And we actually have a whole section of programming for the active generation, the 55 and up crowd. Tell me about that. What do we have coming up this summer? I've heard something about the senior games.
Every year the Golden Olympics are in Warner Robins. And so as we build this program, hopefully we'll have people that will participate and qualify and then go represent this part of Georgia in the Golden Olympics there. And I'm not really sure. I think there are opportunities to go beyond that.
Well, Greg, earlier we talked about some low-cost alternatives to recreation that Hall County Parks and Leisure offers. River Forks Park is a good example of that, of a vacation that people can take here in Hall County without spending a whole lot of money.
It is certainly a low-cost alternative with the way the economy is. It's a beautiful campground. We're one of the few park systems that in the state of Georgia that have an internal campground like that. We have a great relationship with the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. They've been very gracious in letting us lease that facility, and we've been able to put a lot of improvements. There's playground equipment out there, there's a beach out there, and just a lot of beautiful campsites. So it's one of the places that certainly here in your own backyard that if you're worried about a big vacation, you can go out to River Forks Park and feel like you're just in paradise. So we're very proud of that.
Yeah, we attract a lot of visitors from around Northeast Georgia, and even there, I was out there interviewing people last year, and there were people from Tennessee and all over the Southeast. It's very popular. We
had some people that just recently from Oregon that compared it to the Oregon coast. Yeah.
Wow.
It's amazing, yeah. It's just very, word of mouth travels fast, and that place has a very good reputation.
Well, we also expect to have a lot of people coming into the county this summer for the FLW Forest Wood Cup tournament. So tell me about that. That'll be exciting.
It's going to be some type of an event.
That's our first big tournament at the new
mega
ramp.
It really is. This is directly related to Governor Sonny Perdue's Go Fish Georgia initiative. We have the mega ramp at Laurel Park that's absolutely unbelievable. If you have not been out there and seen it, it's something to see. And it's built, one of the things that it's going to host this year is the Super Bowl of bass fishing, and that is the FLW tournament. I was blessed enough last year, since we were the host, the FLW invited me up to Pittsburgh to go up and actually witness an event like that. And the huge sports fan that I am, I had no idea how crazy it is. It's like NASCAR on water. The boats are wrapped, and they have 77 fishermen that come in and actually start the tournament. They have to qualify, and they play for $1 million. So that's it's no small change.
I didn't realize there was that much money in fishing.
Oh yeah, it certainly is. 77 boats will fish Thursday and Friday. This is August 2nd through the 8th. There's a few days of practice, but they'll fish for the $1 million prize. 77 will start. The top 10 will qualify for Saturday and Sunday. It's going to provide a huge exposure for the Hall County, Gainesville area, Lake Lanier. It was so big, Nikki. Originally, they had planned on doing the weigh-in at the Georgia Dome and the actual trade show that's involved with this at the Georgia World Congress Center. Now, they realized after visiting, logistically, it was very hard to get down 85 at 3:30 after they bring the fish into weigh. So they've moved that part to the Gwinnett Arena. So it's still a very big, it's a fun event, great family event. Bring your kids out there. You'll see a lot of pro fishermen that really take it serious, and we're excited here. We're going to get a lot of airtime on national TV, and they do live footage. They have TV boats that go out in the water. They have groupies that go out and watch their favorite fishermen fish. And it's a unique culture, but we're excited to host it, and hopefully we'll have some good weather and they'll catch some big bass.
I'm sure it's one of the first of many mega boat ramp events that we're going to host here in Hall County.
Oh, we've got a large array of events, and just utilizing Laurel Park. So very proud of that.
Well, thank you so much for coming out today and talking with us about
you.
our summer programming at Parks and Leisure.
Always my pleasure, Nikki, and thanks for the job you do. Remember, hallcounty.org, our brochure is online, and it's a very interactive website, and we appreciate the work you do to help us with that.
Hall County is fortunate to have parks that can host large events like the National Fishing Tournament. Tourism brings in dollars to help our local businesses thrive, and sales taxes to continually improve our park system. Another area attraction this summer is the Hall County Farmers Market, located on East Crescent Drive next to the Hall County Extension Office. I spoke earlier with our county extension agent and visited the market on opening day, May 11th, to learn more about local produce.
Well, Chad moved really close to me a couple of years ago, and we decided we would start coming to the farmers market on Tuesday mornings. And we have to work in the morning, so we get up early and try to get here first, maybe even help unload here a little bit if we can. Like to get the I like to say, early bird gets the worm, and so we like to get the pick of the litter if we can, and we tend to do that most Tuesday mornings.
I have been farming, I would say, most of my life. But I've only been coming to the farmers market here about, I guess this may be my 4th year. I started with my blueberries, and that added up to my tomato plants, and then different vegetables and beans, and then in the fall we've got the pears that I can bring down. This year seems like we're going to have a very big bumper crop of pears.
The farmers market here in Hall County is opened actually in 1973.
Wow.
It's been around a long time. Now the current facility was built in the late 80s through special purpose local option sales tax dollars that the voters voted in, and that was on the list of projects. And so, but initially it started at the Lakeshore Mall. It was essentially a truck market. People pulled in with their pickups and sold right there at the mall. And then we got the facility there at East Crescent and Jesse Jewell near exit 24 off 985. And really, when you think about facilities, if folks have visited other farmers markets around the state or around the area, we really have a great facility because there's bathroom facilities, you're in the shade, you're not just sitting in a parking lot. So number one, we have a great facility. But the great thing about our farmers market here is that you're buying local produce. You're buying from people in Hall County and in the surrounding counties. Everything that's sold there is grown or produced by the farmer, by the individual who's there selling it. It's not like some other markets where you don't really know where those items come from. So that's a great thing, and we're excited about it. One thing to clarify as we get started, though, is if you come in May or early June, you probably won't get any tomatoes or cucumbers or eggplant and okra, those warm season crops. Because our market is a local market, everything's grown here, things come in based on the time of year and the temperature of the climate. So
there's some pros and cons to having
there are
local produce.
There's certainly some pros and cons. You're not going to find a tremendous selection early in the season, but by mid-June things are really cranking up, and in late June, July, and August it's just a great time to be there.